should probably get some cow mine lotion.
I haven't seen Rome on ESPN.
Yeah, me too.
He has a dick.
I miss him.
Christy. Got his ass beat.
What is he now? Fox News?
Fox Sports, I think.
Nah, he's on CBS Sports.
CBS Sports.
Who's better, him or Dan Patrick?
Definitely Rome, in my opinion. But I'm biased.
Drew, that's a total conflict of interest. You can't even answer that question.
I'm just never been a Dan Patrick fan. I appreciate that. Like, I like Dan Patrick in theory.
The TV aesthetic is nice.
Like, in theory, I like Dan Patrick. Like, I like what he represents. He occasionally has good interviews.
But in reality, you don't fuck with him. You're more of a Rich Eisen guy, aren't you?
Okay, I'm just saying, like, people say our podcast is monotone, but this man built a multi-hundred-naire syndicated station network show off a fucking monotone show.
And we're not monotone. We just know how to talk properly.
I'm just saying.
Punk bitches. I wish somebody would say we're a monotone podcast.
A lot of people have said it.
Okay, well, that's a lot of people I got to fight then. First off, on your podcast, I want to hear how you talk. Hey, guess what?
Bro,
me and Pete could talk good as fuck this entire time.
Bro, anytime somebody starts an argument with that, turning it on them, you know that whatever they're mad about is definitely 100% true.
Like, you know what? First
I want to see what your kitchen looks like. You know your mom's kitchen is definitely dirty if she says that. Like,
hey, fam, first off, what we're not going to do here.
See? And that's the other one, too.
Hey, wait. Let me explain. Can I explain? Are you going to talk or am I going to listen? Can I get my point out? That's another one. My favorite is, so that's what we going with? Okay, cool. You've been waiting to say that, haven't you? All right, bet.
No, that's the black mom. I'm going to take this L right now, but only because I'm going to get a bigger win down the road.
Damn, so that's the same as, like, greatness. Like, I want the greatness now, or I could just get the greatness later and just destroy my kid's psyche.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
All right, Rants,
yeah.
Nope.
Everybody want to get quiet now?
Oh, sorry. This phone keeps going in and out.
Eric, anything you want to leave the people with?
You know, man, we're starting to get through this pandemic. You know, we're just like how our lives have been different for the last year, and it seems like, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So it's good. I mean, like, hopefully we get to an end of being remote everywhere. You know, I'm hopefully starting back up to work within the next couple of weeks, and you know, it's just hopefully life gets back to normal as we're all aiming to do so. But, you know, what is life normal, you know, when we go back down and do whatever we want? I mean, there's no restrictions. You could be next to somebody without freaking out, you know, just wondering what they look like under their mask and everything. Hopefully the mask's not there. So it's just, you know, hopefully things get back to normal in the next couple of months, and then hopefully when NFL is back, we can be in our beautiful stadium in SoFi, and maybe even that nice new stadium in Las Vegas. So I'm just looking forward to things getting back to normal.
Izzy?
Yeah, I agree with Eric. It's going to be interesting to see what the new normal is going to be after everything. Are you guys anti-vaxxers, any of you?
I am somewhat. I mean, I'm not full anti-vaxxer, like, vaccines are a conspiracy dating back to blah, 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 like population control. I'm not that crazy.
I'm more...
Unless there's a valid reason, like, why I should get it, I mean, I'm not just going to get it just because.
And I'm kind of like, I wouldn't take HIV medication on the possibility that someone could give me HIV and I can get sick. So why would I take COVID medication when I don't have COVID? Even though I know there's a possibility I could get it, but I don't have it. I feel like that should be given to people who've already had it.
That's kind of a fallacy, but essentially the same thing.
No, but I'm saying, like, you can get HIV, bro. Don't think you're not that people have herpes. Like, I don't think you realize how sick people are out here, bro. Like, and in California, they already made it to where a couple years ago, when Charlie Sheen was giving all those people AIDS, like, people can just never tell you. Like, literally, in California now, if someone, like, is HIV positive, they don't have to tell you. You can get that shit, get sick and die, and no one can sue that person. Like, that was put into law. Like, it's a misdemeanor.
Jesus Christ, Kenny.
I'm just saying, like, there's certain...
You're chewing on, aren't you?
Yeah, you are, Kenny. You are, Kenny.
Hell no.
Yeah, you are, bro.
I don't have...
Yeah, you are, bro.
I don't have the patience.
Yeah, you are. It's almost FireCon Friday. Relax, everyone.
First off,
There's HIV on that microphone, all right? Chill out.
Yeah, you need to chill out, Kenny.
There's not... It's HPV. It's HPV, not HIV.
First off...
It's a different HV.
First off, you can get HIV, bro. That's a drop. Eric, cut that. Cut that. He really said, first off, don't think you're too high and mighty. You could get HIV. Like,
remember what I said? First off is one of those things where it's like, there might be some truth to it. But no, like, in all seriousness, I just don't think, like, the way they just made black people the face of the COVID vaccine really don't sit right with me.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I haven't seen one black person get the COVID vaccine.
Aaron fucking Hank Aaron got it and died like 2 weeks later, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not saying that killed him, but it's really weird that he got the vaccine and died like 2 weeks later. But they brought out African doctors saying, "Oh, you take hydroxychloroquine, all that whatever shit," and I'm like, I'm not taking that either. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I'ma just like not spit on people, wear a mask. Social distance, blase.
Kenny,
hope this shit passes.
Not to spit on people is a lot to ask.
I was gonna make an R. Kelly joke, but never mind.
All right, Izzy, finish your rant.
Never mind. It rained a couple days ago in California. Never mind.
I don't have a rant, but I don't know if I said this already. I got Walmart Crocs, and I'm super excited about them.
Wow! Welcome to the Crocketeer gang.
I gotta get Crocs now.
Thank you. They are knockoff, but thank you for the recommendation, Pete. That is.
I will get you a Croc decal sticker so you can put it on there and people will think it's legit.
Oh my God.
Pete got the Croc coupon hookup. Pete got like buy 2 Crocs get 3 free or some shit.
Oh,
I'm really gonna
and
freak out when all
Tony
of us are back in.
What happened?
I'm gonna freak out when we all go back in the studio and all 3 wearing Crocs at the same time. I'm gonna fucking flip out.
I'm gonna be probably the last holdout. But secretly have some stashed away that I only wear at work.
All right, Izzy, is that all? Yeah. Sorry, I think you had something else you want to say.
Everything.
All right.
Or
go ahead.
I was saying, Tony thinks we're gonna come for you. We're coming for you.
Tony Banks is gonna come on the podcast with Crocs on, and that's how. Just send him a picture of Pete in Crocs, and that's how we're gonna nail the interview.
All right, can you go ahead?
Sorry, that was long.
Shit's crazy, and I'm just thankful that it's funny. Like, I've been thinking about like past childhood traumas, like shit I might have repressed. Like, did I deal with that properly? Or does it show up in different aspects of my relationships with people now? I'm, like, doing a lot of like, checking. And it's interesting the shit that I remember getting away with and doing as a kid. Like, so for instance, when I was in middle school, I used to get, like, so many honor roll principal's list awards that certain people who didn't like me, their friends didn't like me, they would boo the shit out of me at the awards. Like, teachers would have to be like, shut up, that's rude. Like, you don't do that. I remember one time I was like, it's cool. He's just mad because no one in his family can read. I was saying foul shit. And then one kid tripped me in the honor roll ceremony, like in front of everybody. Like, everybody saw me trip and fall. This motherfucker tripped me. And I was like, I remember I turned around and I was going to punch my fist through his face. And my teacher, like, damn near put me in a chokehold and just said, no, go on stage. Go up on the stage. And I remember I was so heated. And my mom was looking at me like, I'm going to have to beat somebody's ass today. I took off work for this shit. But it's just, like, it's funny like you think about the people who at a moment's notice like saved you from yourself. Like that's really dope, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the people in my life who have or currently save me from myself at times. Because sometimes I'm too much. Like, I know that, clearly. And, yeah, I'm just thankful for those people. And also, I thought of some weird-ass concept, because I remember what I said last week, but I'm like, is consent a microaggression? I don't know. Just think about that. But I mean, like, not in the way you think. Okay, so imagine, like, you know how you want to get consent from someone? And let's say they reject you. The constant pursuit of that consent and it doesn't have to be sexual. It could be anything, like approval, whatever. Like, the constant pursuit of that consent for that person to either welcome you amongst them or whatever. Isn't that kind of a microaggression? Like, you're rejected, but you're constantly trying to be accepted.
Some of your inner thoughts should just stay in the Clubhouse app.
It wasn't, trust me, it wasn't.
How about that?
I was like,
how about that?
I was like, it was like a high thought. Like when I remember it was like some shit that I like.
What you're talking about is seeking validation.
I was like, is validation? I didn't want to say validation. I was like, but like if you're trying to get consent from someone,
you want somebody to validate that you're worthy of being wherever you're at.
Is that a microaggression?
That's different than consent.
Well, isn't validation a form of consent? Technically,
no consent.
Are you really explaining consent?
I said I was high when I thought of this. I'm just trying to like see if this makes any sense in the rational world.
Consent means you're explicitly expressing that you're allowing something to happen, that you're participating in something.
And if somebody validates you in something and brings you along, isn't that a form
So what the fuck are you doing that you need to?
Like, if someone
that you need consent to do,
to be your
or
friend,
what are you making people do in order that you need their consent?
Like, if someone has your consent for them to be around you, you know what I mean,
bro?
That's access. Maybe consent's the wrong word, but I was just like in my head.
You don't need consent to be around somebody.
You kind of
as long as you're within 6 feet.
No, if I say
good.
I don't want you to fucking be around me, I don't like you, you can't come around me, then you make sure a person doesn't come around you, right? If you can avoid, like,
if you're in a public place, it doesn't matter.
You can get in your car and leave. But I'm saying you can get in your car and leave, or they'll leave. But is that like a microaggression to constantly keep seeking consent from someone who clearly doesn't want your consent?
You're saying someone just keep walking up, hey, can I be your friend? Hey, can I be your friend?
Some weird shit like that. I was like, it was a high thought, but I'm like, is that?
That's called stalking. That's called disturbing the peace.
Obviously. But I was really high when I came up.
All right, man. Well, Izzy and Eric dropped out the line. We're up on time.
I was confused.
I'm over here explaining consent to Kenny. I don't have a lot.
Consent is, bitch. I was talking really more validation is what you were saying. But I was like, is that technically a microaggression? If you're constantly trying to seek something from somebody who doesn't want to give it to you.
I don't have a lot to say this week. I already said a lot.
I got to stop thinking of shit when I'm high.
But yeah, man, just stay safe out there. Excited to see what happens with the football season. It's probably going to be a shit show, but hey, football in spring could be a lot worse things. There's something else I was going to say too, but I totally forgot. So, guess that's it. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to your favorite podcast app. And yeah, stay safe. Peace.
Peace.